National City. Huwag niyong kakalimutan na dalhin nyo nga inyong mga W-2s at 1099s. Ang opisina po ng General Tax and Financial Services ay matatagpuan sa may Old Schoolhouse Square between E Street and Highland. Tumawag po kayo sa front desk. Ang phone number po namin dito ay 619-649-0069 para mabigyan kayo ng direksyon. Tandaan ninyo, dalhin ninyo ang W-2s and 1099s ninyo para mabigyan kayo ng pansin. May 20% discount kayo hanggang Pebrero. Ito, February 15. 20% discount. Pero, merong isang hook. Kung kayo ay sasabihin ninyo na nakikinig at pinadala kayo ni DJ Sky, hindi lang 20%. Dagdagan pa kayo. Magiging 30%. Ayaw nyo pa yun? 30% discount for your tax preparation. Kaya, wag nang magatubili. Magsadya sa General Tax and Financial Services dito po sa National City sa 550 8th Street, Suite 11, National City, California. Ang phone number uli ay 619-649-0069. Ayan. Ito natin. Let's see. Thanks, Miss Carrie. Audio output improve. Ayun. Medyo ano daw. So, I'm watching all my output dito sa ating signal. Anyway, so we have that. We are adjusting. So I'm gonna play some more music here. Ito naman let's see kung another funny novelty song naman itong patutugtugin ko. Tingnan natin kung let's see. Ito naman yung yung ito magandang sayaw kasi ito here we go. Mr. Totoy Bibo.
Ang galing, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. Bata pa ako, tinuruan ako ng lolo ng tango. Sa doble boogie rumba, itinuro ng tatay ko. Pinagsama-sama ko, kaya ako ngayon bibong-bibo. Kaya ang tawag nila sa akin, Totoy Bibo. Ang galing, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. Lagi akong niyayaya tuwing may piyesta, bentang-benta, lahat lumuluwang mata, pag ako'y nakikita palapit na. It's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's only me. Remember, remember, remember me, Totoy Bibo. Ang galing, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing kong sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing kong sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. Di ko mapigilan, yumugyol ako sa tuto. Lahat ay indak sumasabay. Kay Totoy Bibo, kay Totoy Bibo. Ang galing, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw.
And of course, binabati ko rin sila Eugenia Bringas, Salvador.
Sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. Ayun, ganun kaya nga. Rock and roll nga dyan! Ang galing, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, galing kong gumalaw, galing ko sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw. Galing kong gumalaw, galing kong sumayaw, bibong-bibo gumalaw.
Ayan, yung ating mga kaibigan, tinan natin yung ating ina-adjust pa rin yung audio. Nasobra ng volume ng player, kaya sabi ni, nasobra ng volume ng player, kaya eto, tinidimpla natin ang ating output, program output dito sa ating stasyon. Mga ganyan na, kaya mga kaibigan natin, andyan sa may Skyroom, one more time, binabati natin yung mga tropang Bicol, Michael Bansales, June Hansam, ang ating kaibigan na nakikinig dyan, si Minette Portes, at ang kanyang pamangkin niya si Neil Asi. Hello Minette Portes, at ang kanyang pamangkin na si Neil. Kumusta na po kayo dyan sa Bicol? Sandalit, basta anyway, so I'm gonna bring down a little bit yung gain ko. Ayan. At nagpipik yung aking nagpipik yung aking audio. Anyway, yun. So I'm adjusting a little bit of that habang nakikinig ako dito sa ating radyo. Nasobrahan yung volume ng player, kaya yung ating audio ng music medyo distorted, kaya ganyan. So anyway, yung isang tanong natin kanina, in view of the Mama Sapano event ng Fallen Heroes ng 44 PNP Special Action Force, ano ang one advice ninyo sa presidente ng Pilipinas? Kung ano yung nabigyan ng tsansa na ganyan, ano yung one advice ninyo para sa presidente ng Pilipinas? Babo. So we're gonna check this out. Titingnan ko, it's a setting ng Anyway, yun ang isang question. Yung second question natin na I post sa ating mga kaibigan dyan is nung nag-overseas tayo, whether pumunta kayo ng Estados Unidos, sa Dubai, sa Europe, sa Southeast Asia, what were the 3 traits of your character that may have helped you learn, adjust, and be successful in your chosen career? Kung ano man yung career ninyo, na ganyan. Kaya, ano sa palagay nyo? And you can share that anytime sa Facebook. Kung if you wish, na ganyan. Meron tayong pangatlong katanungan na ganyan. So, still adjusting yung ating audio para sa ating hopefully okay na, sabi na. Anyway, ng mga nakikinig dito sa Skyroom, sa ating mga Miss still can hear anything, sabi ni Vicky, sabi niya. Kaya I'm gonna play another music dito sa ating sobrang ng volume ng player. Kaya tingnan natin ang mga analytics ng audio natin dito sa station. So we are constantly mixing it up. And ito papatugtog natin. Si Mr. Blackjack naman ito. Tingnan natin ang niya.
Mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong uso. Kahit ba't kayong pumorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna. Nung unang panahon ng babae kong manamit, para silang sumadalos, wala kang masilip. At kung lumakad ay parang patong kumikendeng, kung susuriin mo'y kagalang-galang at dating. Mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong puso. Kahit ba'y kayong pumorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna. Ngayon naman kung manamit ibang kababaihan, halos kita mo na patlikan lang kaluluwa. Kaya tuloy manyakis ay laging nag-aabang, kinabukasan ay laman ka ng pahayagan. Bakit ang buhay ngayon? Kabataan ay unti-unting nalululong sa masasamang estilo. Lola, tulungan nyo naman sila.
Noong unang panahon ng lalaki kong manligaw, nangaharana pa o kaya'y naninilbiyan. At kung gustong bumingo o kaya'y makasiguro, hahawak sa kamay tiyak kasalan na iyan.
Lo, mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong puso. Lo, kahit bagay kayong pumorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna.
Ito naman ngayon ang gimmick ng kalalakihan. Disente ang dating pero manyakis din naman. At kung manligaw ay ayaw nang natatagalan, dahil katwiran ay marami pa naman diyan.
Lo, mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong uso. Lo, kahit baduy kayong umorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna. Lo, mabuti pa kayo ni Lola, namulat sa matitinong uso. Lo, kahit baduy kayong umorma, kay Lola, ikaw lang ang nauna.
Ayan, ating mga nakikinig dito sa Skyroom sa Facebook. We have one of the inputs na what were the 3 traits of your character that may have helped you adjust, learn, or assimilate, and then eventually be successful in your career. Hello, Dubai. Kumusta po ang mga taga Dubai? Si Mary Jane, si Madam Mary Jane Alvero is also in the Skyroom sa ating mga kaibigan na nakikinig dito sa Radyo Filipino-America sa Sky on the Air. Dubai is also on the Skyroom, inside the Skyroom. And one of the, ito ang shinare ng Dubai from Miss Mary Jane Alvero. The 3 traits of your character that may have helped you adjust, learn the system, and be successful in your chosen career. Sharing her take on that question is, number 1 is being patient. Okay, being patient. And then, let's see yung pangalawa, being humble. And number 3 is hardworking. Okay, isa-isahin natin yon, and we can expound on those things na ano. And I try to empathize how Mary Jane would eventually explain this thing na ganyan. Being patient sa ating mga looking forward to go overseas. Being patient meaning pag andun kayo, you have to learn, open your eyes, open your ears, be open to just about everything na ganyan. Kasi panibago ka sa working environment, you have to be patient. Huwag ka masyadong very restless na kuminsan, sometimes you have that feeling na parang walang nangyayari sa karir mo, na ganon. So somehow, you have to stay focused sa karir mo, titingnan mo yung mga opportunities, learn as much as you can sa karir mo, kasi yun ang stepping stone mo pag nagkaroon ng mga openings na mga ganyan. So you have to be patient, kasi yung character mo, minamanmanan ka rin ng employer mo, ng supervisor mo, ng immediate supervisor mo, and they're basically gauging you, and believe it or not, they're also profiling you. And ngayon, makita nila na matyaga ka, kahit may problema, hindi ka bumibigay, and you still stay focused. Kung minsan, siyempre, kahit na anong problema, kahit na anong project, kahit na anong project mo, magkakaroon ng problema. But then again, if you have to look at it in a positive way. Problems can be a stepping stone to just about anything na ganyan. You look at it, parang looking at the glass na sabi nila na may tubig. Na gano'n, munti ko na sinabing may danom yung half glass na half full na glass na may tubig, di ba? Meron yung half empty at saka half full, tawag nila doon na gano'n. So that's how pessimistic or optimistic you are when you look at those career. Mga gano'n. Anyway, number 2 is being humble. So being humble is, you look at it that way, you go in. Kasi marami sa atin lumalabas ng Pilipinas, siyempre, career tayo, graduate tayo ng university and all that. When you come overseas, when you go overseas, whether in the US, Southeast Asia, or any other places na ganyan, you have to be open-minded din, na you have to be humble. Kahit dekampanilya ka pa sa Pilipinas, syempre pagdating mo ng career, you're basically starting from ground up. Starter ka talaga, whether you like it or not. And that's how they look at you. Kasi kailangan kikilatisin ka muna nila ganyan, and you have to prove yourself na ganyan. For your first question na ganyan. So, yun ang mga... And then, ang pangatlong sagot ni Mary Jane Alvero is hardworking. So, that goes for... Kuminsan na, we need some more people to stay on this project for extra hours. Kailangan mag-volunteer ka rin, magpakitang gilas ka. Siyempre, magpakitang gilas ka na ganyan, you volunteer. Saka wag ka magreklamo na, ako, I'm working too hard. I already put in my 8 hours, yung mga ganon. Kailan magpakitang gilas ka? Dahil na pag nakikita nilang dedicated ka, and you don't go in there na, naku, may pupuntahan ba ako? I'm done with my 8 hours. That kind of attitude is not gonna get you anywhere. So those kind of things, being hardworking, being humble, the three that was shared for ng mga ni Mary Jane Alvero. Being patient, being humble, and hardworking. Hopefully, I can expound on that one. And dun sa unang question ko, Simi Valley is having problems with the audio. I cannot talk to her na ganyan kung but maybe somebody can tell her na i-adjust yung setting, checkin niya yung volume ng laptop niya muna to start with, ganon, and then hit the play button dun sa website para mag-play yung yung sound niya. She has done it before, so I'm sure it would not be something new. Anyway, sabi ni anyway, itong question ng number 1, na if there is one advice you have for the President of the Filipinas in view of the Mama Sapano massacre of the 44 fallen heroes, ano yun? Let me see if nakalagay dito. Naku, ang haba naman dito. Ang haba nitong sagot ng Pilipinas. Itong sagot ng Pilipinas doon sa question kong number 1, na if given the chance, in view of the Mama Sapano tragedy, what would be your one advice to the President ng Pilipinas? Ito naman ang take ni Miss Candid Cari ng Quezon City. Let me read. The Mama Sapano tragedy is obviously a failed leadership. Not only resulted to dozens of casualties, but it left a wake of more questions than what the government officials could apparently answer. And to mention, nung mga lumalabas niyang, obviously, their poor coordination among ground commanders, and everyone plays the Pontius Pilate role, and everybody's washing their hands, ganyan. And the President, as the Commander-in-Chief, has a command responsibility over the nation, and the uniformed man as the Commander-in-Chief. Obviously, sabi ni Miss Candid Cari, he is accountable for the death of the 44 fallen soldiers. But personally, I would not want him to resign, but to just finish his mandate, although he has become the stumbling block to truth and accountability. So he should shape up and take seriously his responsibilities as president. He should apologize and humbly accept that he is held liable and accountable for the death of the 44. My share of opinion, DJ Sky. Yan ang opinion ni Candid Carry of Quezon City doon sa 3 sets of question that I posed for my listeners and readers dito sa Facebook. Yun ang sagot niya. So, i-expound ko pero ang haba na rin yung sagot ni Miss Candid Carry. But yun nga, basically the essence of what Candid Carry was suggesting, if given the chance to have one advice to the President, is not to resign and take responsibility as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. Na ganyan na, and anyway, in other words, the buck stops here. We planned this. I was the one that initiated all this. I am in command, and there was a failure, and I apologize, but I will move on forward and learn from these things as much as he hates seeking or seeing the 44 fallen heroes of the PNP Special Action Force. So that's the essence of what Candid Carry basically was saying. So kaya yun yung question, and we have an answer for the question number 2, mga yan. But anyway, I do thank you yung mga initially na nagbigay ng mga inputs nila dun sa mga 2 questions na ano na ganyan. Si Miss J, Miss J Santos, nagluluto pa rin ng breakfast. Pakiluto na rin po si DJ Sky ng breakfast na ganyan. Oh, we have an input from Simi Valley on the second question. What were the 3 traits of your character that may have helped you learn, adjust, and be successful in your chosen career? Ayan, kay Vicky. Kay Vicky ng Simi Valley, ang share niya is, number 1 is respect. Number 2 is humility. And number 3 is loyalty. Ayan. Tinan mo, meron din si Ate Flor. Pero let me expound on Vicky Santos, and of course I'm trying to share a little bit for the benefit of our listeners. Vicky, somehow this is probably what you meant by this respect. Kaya pag kayo ay pumasok na doon sa bagong employee na trabaho yun na ganyan, you have to show respect to everyone so that you can also command respect from others, because it's your integrity that is on the line. Meaning, and under the banner of being respectful na ganyan, marami yan, nasa ibaba niyan yung integrity mo na ganyan. Kung gaano kapag sinabi mong I'll be there at 7:05 in the morning, will you be there na ganyan. Respect is parang an all-encompassing tingin sa'yo dahil nga yung integrity mo andun na lahat, yung character mo, yung pakikisama mo, lahat yan. And then humility. Kahit na halimbawa ginawa ka ng supervisor na ganyan, humility mo. When it comes to your responsibilities as a supervisor, gagampanan mo pa rin, and you have to be firm in what you're doing. But at the same time, humility is, alam mo pa rin yung pinanggalingan mo. You know, when it comes to dealing with yung mga trabahador mo, you have to respect them, and at the same time, alam mo yung pinanggalingan mo na ganyan. Para makita ka nila as a total person. And then the other one is loyalty. Employers do love the essence, the concept of loyalty na ganyan. Kasi makikita nila na one main concerns of any employer for that matter, whether you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you are a technical person, HVAC technician, computer resource person, is when they hire you, they are also hoping that you would come in and stay there for a while. Meaning, hindi ka aalis in 3 or 6 months kasi parang masisira yung long-term concept nila pag hinayaran ka, pag in-interview ka nga What is your short-term goal? Tinatanong tayo, di ba? Tinatanong din yung, what is your long-term goal? That is their way of gauging how long do you plan on staying here? Na hindi kayong parang palaka na palundalundag na ganyan. In other words, you're not just using their company as a stepping stone to move on up. Now, everyone, you can do that to a certain extent. Meaning, after 3-5 years, okay lang. I mean, especially when you're young. So you have to move up. But ang concern ng employers is, wala ka pang 6 months probation ka pa lang lumundag ka na naman na mga ganon. So yung initial investment nila, so they get a reasonable return on your investment of their time, their resource, lahat nung pinagdaanan nila just to hire you, because they want to bring in the best mind, the best employee and all of that. So that is my expound ng aking Nako, meron kay Ate Flor. I'll move on to that, Ate Flor. Ate Flor mentioned resourceful, assertiveness, and hardworking. Maybe I'll hit on that one right now. Kay Ate Flor naman, Ate Flor Viloria is in the Sky Room dito sa Facebook. Number 1 sa kanya is resourceful. Alam mo, mga Pinoy, especially if you're fast learner talaga, mahusay kang pumick up, madali ang pick up mo. You show them sa employer mo at saka yung mga peers mo at sa mga workmates mo, para kang sponge na let's say you work in the engineering industry or you work in the medical field or just a computer resource person. Makita nila napakagaling mo Let's say ang specialty mo is sa IT department, ang specialty mo lang is upgrading yung mga software na ganyan. Maya-maya nagto-troubleshoot na sila ng network security, alam mo pa pala. So mga ganon. And then pag may problema, yung problem solving pag very resourceful ka, kaya mong tirahin yung mga problema kasi aside from your specialty marami ka pang alam na ganyan. At saka being resourceful means that pag meron silang kailangan, whether it's material or a knowledge about anything, and you are a handy person that can bring in that knowledge or you can fix that situation right there and there, you are a very resourceful person na hindi ka nagbaback down. Meron ka parating paraan para malutas yung problema. That's being resourceful na ganyan. So, whether it's knowledge-based or expertise-based na ganyan. Ang second na input ni Ate Flor is assertive, or being assertive na ganyan. What that means, I believe, in the concept of the working environment is, meron yung humility, you're there, you know where you're going, but at the same time, if you are put in a position of being a, let's say, start with being a worker na ganyan. Siyempre, may mga project na ganyan. There's always a class of personality within the working environment, believe it or not. Let's say there's about 15 workers doon sa division ninyo na ganyan. There's always 1 or 2 people that iba ang personality. And sometimes there's a class of personality na ganyan, personality differences na ganyan. Well, when it comes to project, you put your foot down and say, look, the mission statement for this project says that we have to abide by this paragraph so and so na ganyan. So you're being assertive na ganyan. We have to do it this way kasi maaaring yung isang worker o isang kasama nyo ng team na hey, let's just let it go on that. Pwede na yan. Ganon, yung parang borderline acceptable. Okay na yan na ganyan. You have to be assertive. Meron din yung gusto kang i-railroad na testingin ka. Hey, Flor, I need to come in this office and you need to move all your stuff out of here. Mga ganun. Kung minsan, meron mga bulldog talaga na bubuluyin ka kung minsan. Hey, you have to put your foot down and stay put. Sabihin mo rin sa kanya na you can hold your grounds also. Na ganyan. Basta nasa linya ka. Na ganon. Sometimes, and in our culture, yung tayo sometimes it becomes with the upbringing na yung ayaw nating directly na confrontin yung tao kasi kung minsan parang yun ang upbringing natin sa culture natin na ganyan But once you come here in the US for one, and that's probably true in Europe or other working environment after a while. Maybe Southeast Asia is another case study na ganyan. Pero dito, talagang you have to hold your grounds for a good reason. And if you're holding your grounds for good reasons, they will respect you and they will see you as being assertive na ganyan. And the other one is hardworking. So, tinan mo na yung hardworking na talaga na hardworking ka, pag may project ka, kahit na ang hirap-hirap na, overwhelming yung yung ginagawa niyong project, hindi mo pa rin tinatandaan, hindi mo binibitawan. And you put in extra hours if you need to. Magpakitang gilas ka rin sa mga hours na ganyan. Kahit na kuminsan wala kang babysitter na ganyan, you have to make plans. You sacrifice a little bit of your career, especially sa umpisa ng career mo na ganyan. Di ba? Anyway, I hope I was able to explain a little bit of those things in behalf of my listeners sa Skyroom, sa ating mga tagapakinig dyan sa Europe, dun sa question natin, the 3 traits. Ang dami. We have a good input dyan sa yung question number 2 na what are the 3 traits that may have helped you learn, adjust, and be successful in your chosen career. Ganyan. So we have 3 inputs, and then the first one is, if given the chance, what would be your advice to the President ng Pilipinas in view of the Mama Sapano tragedy of the 44 PNP Special Action Force fallen heroes? Yan. Ha? Anyway, magpatugtog naman tayo para hindi na lang ngawa ako ng ngawa dito. But anyway, pagpatuloy natin ang ating mga novelty songs, mga kaibigan. Marami tayo dito tinan mo naman si yung mga may papa dyan. Sige, pasok natin si Papa, ha?
Naaalala mo pa ba nang una kang makita, tinanong agad kita, pwede ka bang maging papa? Nagulat ka sa akin at bigla kang natawa. Ano ang ibig kong sabihin? Ikaw ay nagtataka, pinaliwanag ko sa'yo. Naunawaan mo, inilarawan sa iyo ang laman ng puso ko. Papakainin, papaliguan, papatulugin at papaypayan. Papakainin ka, papaliguan pa, papatulugin at papaypayan, papaligayahin kita. Ikaw ay sinuyo ko, sinagot mo nga ako. Nangako sa iyo, ikaw lang ang papa ko. Nangako rin sa akin, ako lang ang mama mo. Ako lang ang mama mo, ang mamahalin mo. Pangalan mo'y inukit dito sa puso ko. Pangako sa iyo ay di na mababago. Papakainin, papaliguan, papatulugin at papaypayan. Papakainin ka, papaliguan ka, papatulugin at papaypayan, papaligayahin kita. Papakainin ka, papaliguan pa, papatulugin at papaypayan, papaligayahin kita. Ibinigay ko ang lahat ng gusto mo. Ngunit biglang nagbago at ako'y iniwan mo. Pagkat tinubos mo ang lahat ng pera ko, pagkat binutas mo magkabila ang bulsa ko, may iba ka ng mama at sumama sa kanya. Agahan tanghalian, hapunan ko'y iyak. Pangalan mong inukit dito sa puso ko, tinakpan ko ng liquid paper, pati pangako kong papakainin ka, papaliguan pa, papatulugin at papaypayan. Papaluhain mo lamang bala ako, papasakitan at paiiyakin, papalitan na kita. Papaluhain mo lamang bala ako, papasakitan at paiiyakin, papalitan na kita. Papasakitan at paiiyakin, papalitan na kita. Papalitan na kita, papatayin na kita.
Ayan, mga kaibigan, tayo ating mga Pebrero 8, 2015. Ayan, yung may iba, siyempre excited na rin marinig ko. Ano kaya yung pangatlong question na sinasabi nila noon? Actually, ang dami akong question na gustong tanongin. Pero, I'm distributing it for my different programs na ganyan. Pero, for now, the 3 questions, ayan, that will keep us going for the next... So, anong oras na ba? 9:30 na naman. Ang bilis talaga. Ang bilis ng ano natin. But anyway, si Mibali. Sabi niya, let's see, kumusta na? Okay na. Research roll. Si Miss J, merong input si Miss J dun sa question number 2 naman. Ang sa input question number 2, sabi niya adaptable at saka being very patient. Ganyan. Adaptable and very patient. Adaptable as in you can assimilate na ganyan. Adaptable as you can pwede kang maki-adjust. So ano man yung mga working mode ng group mo, ng team mo. And in the case, if whether you work in a credit union, you work in a bank, you work in a financial institution na ganyan, again, there's always the reality of you're working with other personalities na mga ganon. Being adaptable. Papasok ka, siyempre may kanya-kanyang yung supervisor mo, this is how it's done, that kind of thing. This is how we do it every Friday. This is how we do it every Monday. Na ganyan. O kaya may project na very challenging na mga ganyan. You have to be adaptable. Kahit na long hours, we have to stay extra hours for this. Ano ka pa rin? Adapt ka pa rin na ganon. And then being very patient. Patience has a lot to do, gaya ng sabi, hardworking along with being patient. Na ganyan, humility all rolled into one will help you get there from your vision from point A to point B. Na ganyan. Kaya, and again, the question is more geared, lalo na sa ating mga listeners na hindi pa umaalis ng Pilipinas. Na mga ganyan. Those kind of things you learn from being that. And likewise, kahit nasa Pilipinas ka, kahit hindi ka umalis ng bansa ng Pilipinas, there are certain things you can pick up also from these questions na ganyan. Although, also to a certain extent, yung reality ng working environment sa Pilipinas, meron pagkakaiba. Very distinct pa rin yung mga iba. I.e., yung mga very prevalent, very visible talaga na diferensya or how do I characterize it na differences between Pilipinas at saka labas ng Pilipinas. Yung mga age discrimination, which is considered discrimination dito. Doon pag nakikita mo, a wanted sales lady, 18 to 25 years old, pleasing personality, at saka may height pa. Yung mga ganon, can you imagine that? And then you come to a place like Estados Unidos. No, they cannot discriminate you based on your edad. In other words, they cannot flatly say, no, we're not gonna hire you because you're good looking. You're 65, but you're good looking, but we're still gonna hire you because 65 ka na. Mga ganon. Dito, if you can fill in the job, you have the experience na ganyan, they can still hire you if they wish. Na ganyan. Ano pa yung mga here in the US, sabi ni Ate Flor, naku na nakagagutom naman itong mga niloto ni Miss J. Yayay! Ano ba yan? Gugutumin na si DJ Sky rito sa pinopost ni ni Miss J ng Rancho Cucamonga. Ay, nako po. Panay pagkain, kaya ewan ko kung nabubulol ako doon sa mga pagkain na pinopost or what. O talagang bulol na talaga ako. Sabi ni Ate Flor, may dagdag siya na sabi niya, here in the Estados Unidos, one needs to toot their own horn. Your supervisor needs to be aware of your accomplishments, so remind. Ayan. Ang sinasaba ni Ate Flor perhaps is when there will be a time na magtrabaho ka sa isang kumpanya or working environment na ay marami kang mga credentials, marami kang mga achievements, and yet yung supervisor mo, especially your immediate supervisor, may not know kung ano yung mga mga hilig mo na ganyan, or mga credentials mo. Ikaw pala na-recognize ka pala na Businesswoman of the Year, or ikaw pala expert ng network security sa IT department na ganyan, o ikaw pala yung may patent ka ng engineering na ganyan, na-probahan na ganyan. So you have to remind them, remind.